mind. So our last one is since it's National Superhero Day. Our last is, what does the comic book genre mean to you and just entire geek culture? I'll go first. It almost for me is like a home away from home. Like it takes my mind out of anything that's going on, anything that's bugging me, or just where I want to transport into a world that I wish I could live in. Like just these people that have these awesome abilities with these dastardly villains, and you're always trying to stop them, but sometimes they get the upper hand, but more than likely the good guys are going to prevail. But yeah, I mean, it just takes you to that world where you think, oh, if I had that power, that'd be so dope. Like, or what would I do with that one? That's why I buy every video game or anything that I could play along with it. Even the Legos, like the Lego ones I play. And just because it's like just that little bit of controlling that power and being that person. And it's a world outside of our world that maybe one day we'll have superpowers. But for right now, this is where we are with it. And it just, I mean, there's nothing better than being a nerd, just because, like, I mean, there's so much more nerds than you could possibly imagine. And people that you think are nerds are probably some of the coolest people. And honestly, some of the people that you think are too cool for this stuff are the biggest nerds. So it's funny because I'll throw Jake into this, but when I first met Jake at Sac State, it looked like your typical baseball player, blah, 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 blah. I would have never thought he was that into Star Wars, stuff like that. So you just can't judge people. I mean, and that's what's kind of cool is, for the most part, if there's so many more people that are into this than you think. And it's I love it. It's a world away from your own. So yeah.
Well, everybody is a nerd about something.
Absolutely.
So that's why, just whatever. Like, just it's sports. Some people it's sports. Some people
who love fantasy football study football players.
Absolutely.
Like nobody's business. So, business analysts, they're nerds for corporate numbers and stuff like that. So
yeah, whatever.
It's not just pop culture.
Right.
Absolutely.
Music.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because, I mean, when you're in elementary school and all that, you get called nerd and it's offensive. Nowadays, I'm like, you're damn right. I wish I could go back and tell younger me, like, say, hell yeah, you're a nerd.
Get into
like,
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Same
so, because in the end of it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You get to do your own thing. I fulfilled my childhood dream of going to Comic-Con, and I couldn't even move around because there were so many nerds around me that were like me. So it's so awesome because you're not alone. Look at how hard it is to buy movie tickets.
Right. It's the biggest stuff in the world right now. It's the most popular stuff. Like, whether it's, you mentioned video games or movies or TV shows, like everyone's talking about, I don't know what, The Mandalorian. Like, everyone's talking about The Mandalorian.
Even people that aren't big on Star Wars.
People that are getting into that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, so you're absolutely right. Same thing, man. If I'd go back, me and a lot of us, even some of the girls, like we all watched. A lot of people watched like X-Men or whatever, and there was a lot of us were into it. But yeah, it wasn't like it is now, where. Like, if you were seen with a comic book, like, you were like, maybe that's why I didn't read comics as much. Like I said, I just collected the cards.
Absolutely.
And now that I think about that, but yeah, man, look, it's modern day, it's modern day mythology, Greek mythology, or that too. All that fairy tales, Greek, Roman mythology. Like, this is our version of that, and it's stuff that will endure for decades and decades, as it already has. But even further, like, this stuff's not like these are stories of worlds, like you said, that we wish we could live in, or people that we wish we could be. or a lot of these characters like a Captain America or a Superman or Wonder Woman that represent the best of us, what we should aspire to be. I don't know. I've never wanted. See, I'm different. See, I never wished I could live in these worlds. I never been like, oh, I wish I could live. No, because there's always something terrible happening, and
I wouldn't. No offense, Gio. I wouldn't want to live in a DC world because when stuff goes bad there, it goes bad.
Someone's always trying to take over a city.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of a little sirens.
There's always some kind of horrible. Gotham City be the worst place in the world.
Never. No, I was just about to say I don't think I could ever survive in Gotham City.
But I don't want to. It's cheap. I don't want to live in probably. I don't want to live in Marble, New York either, though, man. That's it's good.
Come on, you got stuff going. You can go see Doctor Strange down the street.
Yeah, but then there's
Spider-Man might swing by.
Embassy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Take a picture of him, flying by. But no, these are. Yeah, it's just like I said. That's why I always looked at it, man. It's like our modern mythology. It's stuff that, like for me, I've never like forced it on my kids, but it's stuff that I've been into so much, and they would watch it along with me, and now they're all into it, and which makes me very happy, you know.
And boys and girls, that's what's even
boys and girls
better.
Doesn't my daughter, she wants to be a comic book artist, or she's talked about it. You know, I've talked to her about or maybe work at Lucasfilm one day, or Pixar.
Perfect. Yeah, hope she does. For our sake, I hope she does.
Me too. Yes.
What about you, Gio?
Oh, same thing along the lines of Keith. You know, it's the symbolism within the characters. You know, whether it's Superman being a beacon of hope, you know, to always have hope, or it's Batman teaching you to overcome your fears and use it. You know, use it. Think of it as like a tool, or Wolverine. You know, teaching you about both immortality and mortality. You know, the importance of life. You know, it's nice to live forever, but it's
at what cost?
At what cost exactly?
And appreciating the time you have.
Yeah. So it's just, and especially in modern movies, you know, like they give us so much more than what we see on screen. You know, the themes, whether it's the Man of Steel theme, you know, or the Winter Soldier theme, or, you know, the Avengers theme. You know, these are things these are sounds that people listen to that give them that feeling, you know, of whatever it may be, hope, inspiration.
Real quick, and just you mentioned that John Williams Superman theme is almost iconic piece. My son, he's right here. When he was little, this is when Superman, the Brandon Routh one was coming out. 05, I guess, maybe. He was, I don't know, whatever year that was. I don't know, but I remember buying that movie on Blu-ray, or excuse me, on DVD at the time, DVD.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. When he was like maybe 2, and he would hear the Superman theme. Anytime he heard the Superman theme, and he had no idea, but he would hear it, and he would stand there with his hands like on this like that Superman pose, like that. It would just automatically do that just from hearing that. He's a little 2-year-old boy, you know. So you're right. Yeah, you feel that. You feel that when you hear it. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, it just makes you want to be the best version of yourself. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much how I see comic book characters, superheroes. Yeah,
it's important. It's an important representation because all these people see these things. I mean, look at the way Marvel is now shifting their diversity. We've got Captain America passing the mantle from a traditional white character to someone that is black. We are getting movies with an all Asian cast. I mean,
you have a Pacific Islander Aquaman.
Right.
Exactly. One of the most well-known traditional characters, white guy, blonde hair, blue eyes, is now a Pacific Islander and beloved. Beloved. People love him.
Israeli Wonder Woman. Yeah, exactly. Wonder Woman's from Israel.
So it definitely representation is a huge thing, and luckily this has definitely helped pave ways for a lot of that, because it inspires kids, adults, anyone. So very important. That's why I take offense personally when all these people say things along the lines of like, oh, comic books stuff is ruining blah blah blah, because it's like, just because maybe it's not your thing isn't fair to say that for everyone else, because it means a lot more to us than maybe it does you, and let that person enjoy what they're getting. So but yeah, got a little deep at the end, but that's okay. But that's what we wanted.
Super fast.
Yeah.
Along those lines, I have somebody I work with who just always is. Movies come up or we bring up Avengers Endgames, always is bashing that scene where all the ladies all get together.
Don't even get me started with that.
And I'm telling, and I get every time, and I'm like, listen, man, like, and he has a daughter, and I'm like, dude, did your daughter like that scene? Like, is it pandering a little bit? Yes, sure. Like, why would they all be there at that moment? Who cares?
Yeah,
who cares? It's like it's a thing that we've never seen before. We've never seen all these powerful superhero character women all get together in one space and destroy everything in sight. So it's awesome. And like you said, it means something to so many people that love that scene around the world. So who cares?
Exactly. So